All right, so next up, we're going to learn how to insert an equation. So the coolest thing about inserting an equation into a Google Doc through the equation editor is that it's going to maintain the structure of the equation. Sometimes when we type things in just as a word processing, unless we know the specific coding formula to get it to format correctly, it gets all crazy and wonky looking. So we're going to use the equation editor here. So I'm just going to go right up here to my insert menu where I was before. And this time I'm going to insert an equation. So it opens up this box here. It also provides this drop down up here on the top left. So I can insert Greek letters, including pi and sigma for summation. I've got my delta. I've got additional symbols that I might want to use. I've got some inequality structures here. I have some more formatting things, like if I want to insert a fraction or if I want to do square root. And then I've got arrows. So we're going to start off with something really simple as far as formatting goes, and we're going to type in the Pythagorean theorem. So that is simply a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So I'm going to type in my a. Now, a shortcut here to make a superscript is to hit Shift 6, which is that little caret key above the number 6, and then my 2. And so that gives me a squared. Now you can see that my cursor is still blinking right here up by that squared. And so I actually am going to hit my right arrow to get out of that. And I'm going to do plus B, and I want to make it squared again. So I'm going to hit Shift 6 and then the 2. So a squared plus b squared, right arrow, equals c, Shift 6, 2. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And that gives me my Pythagorean theorem. Now let's say that I want to do something a little bit more structurally challenging, like, I don't know, maybe something from your statistics class this summer, because everybody needs more statistics in their life, right? So if I need to calculate my z-score formula, I've got a bunch of different things here that I'm going to do. So I need to first insert an equation. So I can either click here on new equation because I've already used an equation, or I could go back up here to insert equation. Either one will work. So since I've got that here already, now this one, I have the letter Z, and I actually need a subscript on this one. So I'm going to do the shift and then the underline. So I do shift and underline. That's the key up there just to the left of the plus and equal sign. Now I need to get out of that. So I've got my z-score for my individual, represented by z subscript I, in case you're a statistics buff. And then my right arrow is going to bring me back up to my normal height, equals. Now here, I need to create a fraction. So if you remember up here, I've got this tool right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and I need to do a parentheses X subscript again. So I'm going to do shift underline I. Now my right arrow brings me out of that, minus. Now here I can either type in my keyword. For me, that's kind of what I do sometimes to help keep me straight, or I could go ahead and type in my symbol right there that stands for the mean. And I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Now to go to the bottom half of my fraction, I'm going to use the tab key. And the tab key is what's going to bring me to the bottom half. And now I need to type in the symbol for the standard deviation, which is also a Greek letter. And I see it right there. So I type that in. And friends, that is my Z-score formula. So I am all done. I can just click out of that box. Yay! So I've got my Z-score equals my individual score minus the mean over the standard deviation. So in case you were taking Quant 1 this summer, now you know how to find the Z-score formula and you know how to insert an equation. Lucky you.